Hi guys, it's Nerd Mom. I am answering this week's Vlog Mom prompt. It comes from Michelle at Honest and Truly. By the way, love her. And she wants to know about our worst date ever. Okay, one of the benefits, I guess, of being a geeky nerd who only seemed to date serious boys and only dated a few is that I don't have a lot of horrible date stories. Um, I did date a guy who, well, he wasn't a horrible date. There were just lots of awkward little things that we called dating that was kind of hanging out, like watching somebody else's son who I didn't know the woman, things like that. It was just awkward. But I have to say, probably my worst date ever is my fault. I know you are not going to get a lot of people who admit that, but before my husband and I officially started seeing each other, I, of course, thought he was the bee's knees and was very interested in possibly having a relationship with him. And there was a wedding renewal happening at the synagogue I attended. Now, I hadn't dated anybody for over a year since I had broken off my engagement to a young man at the synagogue. And part of the awkwardness was, one, I was the only girl between like 18 and 40. And he was going to be there with his new fiance. And there was a guy there who I believe, possibly wrongly so, but it was given the impression both by him and his mom and later him some more, who was interested in me who I wasn't interested in at all. And I didn't want to be a mean girl. So rather than tell Jeremy, here's all the reasons I'm asking you to come to this wedding renewal, because it wasn't officially a date. I mean, he came with me and my family. I didn't want to go alone. And I didn't want to come off as the mean girl, that, oh, there's this guy who, I would never give him the time of day kind of attitude. Because then, he's a sweet little nerdy boy who's never dated anybody. I didn't want him to be afraid I'd do that to him. So instead of telling him all this, I brought him. And not only did he talk a lot with the guy who was interested in me that I was kind of avoiding, he then invited him to our Bible study. So the guy I was trying to avoid kind of then started coming to our Bible study, and then when Jeremy and I did start going out, it was a whole thing. And as Jeremy points out, rightfully so, I should have just told him up front and been honest. I wasn't. And so it made the whole night really kind of uncomfortable and awkward, and it's like, I don't want you to talk to that guy too much. I don't want you to invite that guy to things. But that's my own dumb fault. So that would be my worst date ever. I know. Poor, poor me. It was kind of awkward, and I can tell you more stories. I can go deeper into depth about the whole situation, but I won't. Everybody was very nice and involved. But that was my worst date. I mean, I hung out with a lot of guys and hung out with guys while they picked up other girls and stuff, but I wouldn't say they were dates, so they weren't horrible. So, what can I say? Sheltered nerd. That's my story. What is yours? What is your worst date, and how did you handle it? I mean, I love hearing those stories of, and I will even say my mom's first date with one of my stepfathers was basically he ignored her. He took her to a party an hour and a half, 2 hours away, where she didn't know anybody, and it was like their first date, and he ignored her. So she got a ride back to Fresno with another guy who she kind of sort of knew and just ditched him there. I'm not sure why there was a second date, frankly, but I love hearing, I had this horrible date, and so I kind of just handled it this way. So what's your story? Tell me. Check out some of the other Vlog Mom videos. They're always wonderful, and those girls are great and much better at this than I am. And leave me a video response or make a video of your own, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Have a great day.